Texts for nothing. 11. When I think, no, that won't work. When come those who knew me, perhaps even know me still, by sight of course, or by smell, it's as if, come on, I don't know. I shouldn't have begun. If I began again, setting my mind to it, that sometimes gives good results. It's worth trying. I'll try it, one of these days, one of these evenings, or this evening. Why not this evening, before I disappear, from up there, from down here, scattered by the everlasting words. What am I saying, scattered? Isn't that just what I'm not? Just what I'm not. I was wandering, my mind was wandering, just the very thing I'm not. And it's still the same old road I'm trudging, up yes and down no, towards one yet to be named, so that he may leave me in peace, be in peace, be no more, have never been. Name, no, nothing is nameable. Tell, no, nothing can be told. What then? I don't know. I shouldn't have begun. Add him to the repertory. There we have it. And execute him, as I execute me. One dead bar after another, evening after evening, and night after night, and all through the days. But it's always evening. Why is that? Why is it always evening? I'll say why, so as to have said it, have it behind me, an instant. It's time that can't go on at the hour of the serenade, unless it's dawn. No, I'm not in the open. I'm under the ground, or in my body somewhere, or in another body, and time devours on. But not me. There we have it. That's why it's always evening, to let me have the best to look forward to. The long, black night to sleep in. There, I've answered something. Or it's in the head, like a minute time switch, a second time switch. Or it's like a patch of sea under the passing lighthouse beam, a passing patch of sea under the passing beam. Vile words to make me believe I'm here, and that I have a head and a voice, a head believing this, then that, then nothing more, neither in itself nor in anything else, but a head with a voice belonging to it, or to others, other heads, as if there were two heads, as if there were one head, or headless, a headless voice, but a voice. But I'm not deceived. For the moment I'm not deceived. For the moment I'm not there, nor anywhere else, what is more, neither as head, nor as voice, nor as testicle. What a shame! What a shame I'm not appearing anywhere as testicle, or as cunt. Those areas, a female pubic hair, it sees great sights, peeping down, well, there it is, can't be helped, and that's how it is. And I let them say their say, my words not said by me that word they say, but say in vain. We're getting on, and when come those who knew me, quick, quick, It's as though, no, premature. But peekaboo, here I come again, just when most needed, like the square root of -1, having terminated my humanities. This should be worth seeing. The livid face stained with ink and jam, caput mortuum of a studious youth, ears akimbo, eyes back to front, the odd stray hair, foaming at the mouth, and chewing. What is it chewing? A gob, a prayer, a lesson, a little of each, a prayer got by rote in case of emergency, before the soul resigns, and bubbling up all arsy-versy in the old mouth bereft of words, in the old head done with listening. There I am old. It doesn't take long. A snotty old nipper, having terminated his humanities, in the two-stander urinal on the corner of the Rue d'Assas, was it? With the leak making the same gurgle as 60 years ago, my favorite because of the encouragement like mother hissing to baby on pot. My brow glued to the partition among the graffiti, straining against the prostate, belching up Hail Marys, buttoned as to the fly. I invent nothing, through absent-mindedness, or exhaustion, or insouciance, or on purpose to promote priming. I know what I mean. Or one-armed, better still, no arms, no hands, better by far, as old as the world and no less hideous, amputated on all sides, erect on my trusty stumps, bursting with old piss, old prayers, old lessons, soul, mind and carcass finishing neck and neck, not to mention the gobchucks, too painful to mention, sobs made mucus, hawked up from the heart. Now I have a heart. Now I'm complete. Apart from a few extremities, having terminated their humanities, then their career, and with that not in the least pretentious, making no demands, rent with ejaculations, Jesus, Jesus. Evenings, evenings. What evenings they were then. Made of what, and when was that? I don't know. Made of friendly shadows, friendly skies, of time cloyed, resting from devouring, until its midnight meets. I don't know, any more than then, when I used to say, from within, or from without, from the coming night, or from under the ground, where am I? To mention only space, and in what semblance, and since when, to mention also time, and till when, and who is this clot who doesn't know where to go, who can't stop, who takes himself for me and for whom I take myself, anything at all, the old jangle. Those evenings then, but what is this evening made of, this evening now, that never ends, in whose shadows I'm alone? That's where I am, where I was then, where I've always been. It's from them I spoke to myself, spoke to him. Where has he vanished, the one I saw then? Is he still in the street? It's probable, it's possible, with no voice speaking to him. I don't speak to him any more. I don't speak to me any more. I have no one left to speak to, and I speak. A voice speaks that can be none but mine, since there is none but me. Yes, I have lost him, and he has lost me. Lost from view, lost from hearing. That's what I wanted. Is it possible that I wanted that, wanted this, and what did he want? He wanted to stop. Perhaps he has stopped. I have stopped, but I never stirred. Perhaps he is dead. I am dead, but I never lived. But he moved, proof of animation, through those evenings, moving too, evenings with an end, evenings with a night, never saying a word, unable to say a word, not knowing where to go, unable to stop, listening to my cries, hearing a voice crying that it was no kind of life, as if he didn't know, as if the illusion was to his, which was a kind of one. There's the difference. Those were the days. I didn't know where I was, nor in what semblance, nor since when, nor till when, whereas now, there's the difference. Now I know. It's not true, but I say it just the same. There's the difference. I'm saying it now. I'll say it soon. I'll say it in the end. The end. I'll be free to end. I won't be any more. It won't be worth it any more. It won't be necessary any more. It won't be possible any more. But it's not worth it now. It's not necessary now. It's not possible now. That's how the reasoning runs. No, something better must be found. A better reason for this to stop. Another word. A better idea. To put in the negative. A new no. To cancel all the others. All the old no's that buried me down here. Deep in this place which is not one. Which is merely a moment for the time being eternal. Which is called here. And in this being which is called me and is not one, and in this impossible voice, all the old no's dangling in the dark and swaying like a ladder of smoke. Yes, a new no, that none says twice, whose drop will fall and let me down, shadow and babble, to an absence less vain than in existence. Oh, I know it won't happen like that. I know that nothing will happen, that nothing has happened, and that I'm still, and particularly since the day I could no longer believe it, what is called flesh and blood somewhere above in their gonorrheal light, cursing myself heartily. And that is why, when comes the hour of those who knew me, this time it's going to work. When comes the hour of those who knew me, it's as though I were among them. That is what I had to say, among them watching me approach, then watching me recede, shaking my head and saying, "Is it really he? Can it possibly be he?" Then moving on in their company along a road that is not mine and with every step takes me further from that other not mine either, or remaining alone where I am, between two parting dreams, knowing none, known of none. That finally is what I had to say. That is all I can have had to say this evening.